The perils of having to re-record all your footage, all the audio all over again. Mostly because, unfortunately, the audio of the original recording of this part messed up, so I'll have to re-record it again. Anyway, welcome to the... One of the parts of the hub system is, of course, having to collect a lot of collectibles. Those include the likes of gold bolts, Zoni, the Constructo Mod, and of course getting all the collectibles, and of course getting a lot of bolts. Anyway, I'm going to be trying to see if I can get Mr. Zircon upgraded. Mr. Zircon's going to try and help me out a lot in this Let's Play, and I mean a lot. I know Mr. Zircon's going to absolutely be probably the most helpful ever weapon in the entire game. Alongside another from Tools and Destruction, which we'll get into later, but unfortunately I won't be able to. But I'm not going to spoil anything, so don't worry. Oh, Mr. Zircon, it's official. Mr. Zircon is considered the ultimate serial killer of Grumblenet. And trust me, he's going to return in the reimagined Ratchet Clank game, which is coming out in April. So, pretty much, ladies and gents, we're going to have a lot of Zircon, and of course another weapon that appeared in the original Ratchet Clank Tools of Destruction also is coming to the reimagined game as well. So that is going to be fantastic. As well as many weapons from the other games as well, from the original trilogy, from the future trilogy. And we're going to get some new weapons as well, which is going to be a huge bonus. I know there's a new sector unlocked. Don't annoy me. I've got a lot of other things to do. Like getting rid of a couple of satellites, getting some Zoni, and of course getting some Constructo mods as well. Right, so there's a Zoni on this one. There we go. It looks like we're going to have to contend with getting Zoni. Come on, you. Where are the enemies? There they are. Those stupid things from the first Ratchet, and from of course Quest for Booty, and from Tools of Destruction are back. Bloody things. More of Vorselon's guards. Come here, you! Come here! And of course we don't get the Constructive Shotgun until much later on. There we go! Now that's our fourth Zoni. So of course, if we've got a little bit more EXP to go before I actually get my next, before I get to another health upgrade, another nanotech upgrade, pretty much. Ooh, another gold bolt. That's really inconvenient, isn't it? My health is full. I know that. So I've got 37 gold bolts to go. So pretty much there's going to be a lot of backtracking involved. I'm going to have to, I might as well go back to, I think the only time I will be able to show some of the backtracking is of course going back to the sectors and going back here to get all the other Zonies as well. Mostly the Zoni and the Constructor mods, but not the gold bolt. I'm not really intending to getting all the gold bolts though. Oh no, video's just... Oh goodness gracious me, now it's personal. We gotta get rid of these satellites. Unfortunately, the satellites are afflicted with both Vorselon and Nefarious. All you got to do in order to destroy them is, like what we did with first getting onto Vorselon's warship, is of course getting a number of ships destroyed. And those are of course the minions of Nefarious. And I'm about to get I've got half of them done, so get rid of those, let rest, and I'll be able to destroy them. Of course, like what I said, they do drop some juicy bonuses though, like double bolts, rapid fire, and even some health power-ups, which will increase your ship, which will replenish your ship's health.
Shield disengaged. Sending reinforcements.
You cannot send in reinforcements because I'm about to destroy you. Oh, and yes, in this game you will get radio stations. You get radio. You get radio in this game. Unfortunately, I don't have time to get that one. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next one. Oh, goodness gracious me. Does that actually sound... Why did I get the fact that sounds like a Dalek? Because it does sound like a Dalek. Oh. Oh, double damage. Now this is where I get to do some real proper fighting, some real destruction. Come on! You cannot! And again, that's it. Yes, it does sound like a Dalek. Oh, I got double bolts as well. Fantastic. Oh, and the sound's gone down again. I think that might be a problem with my other media, I think. I'll have to sort it out once I get the next bunch of parts for this Let's Play done, as well as the parts for the next few parts for, of course, my Sonic Adventure playthrough. Sonic Adventure 2 playthrough, pretty much. Alright, now we're going to go off to this planet. We've got a Constructo Mod to get. Yes, so this one is where... Now pretty much in certain planets you get to destroy... You can destroy about... You have to destroy like a total 50 enemies in order to get rid of the... to get your bonuses, unlocking getting a gold bolt or getting a new Constructo Mod or anything like that. Pretty much this, you have to destroy the number of enemies that are in that one. However, as how many spherical planets some of the spherical planets can be bigger than others, so it can be difficult to determine where you can destroy where your enemies are. Can be hard to determine, so pretty much what you got to do is to try. I think you might need to look at the map, look at the spherical planets and see where you are. Oh God, this gracious me. Good one, Mr. Zircon. Keep the change, stinky alien. That's why I love Mr. Zircon. His quotes are absolutely fantastic. They're as funny as the ones found in the Duke Nukem games. And what's even interesting is that the radio music audio actually stays on even if you leave your ship as well in this when you're in space. What? Did I actually miss anything? Or did I actually destroy the last enemy with Zircon? Anyway, we got our Constructo mods, and we're going to use this for, of course, our... No, it's a chamber one, not a trigger one. Beam power-up. So what we've got to do is to... Now, the beam power-up is, of course, has a blast beam. Yes, and also, I think it actually is powerful once we actually get another... Constructo mods for the Constructo pistol, so pretty much all we have to do is to get on with the next level. Actually, you know what? Let's move on to the next sector. We're going to move on to the Vela Sector, but before we do actually go there, we're going to have to play as Clank again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Galactic Map, which allows you to jump to any new sectors or any planets you have previously visited. Of course, if you want to go to any planet, it has to be the ones you have to be previously visited. But you can jump to new sectors though, so that's pretty good. Meanwhile, back in the Great Qwark, by the way, Clank has been immobilized. Poor man. But we get to see the caretaker pretty much repair him and refix him. There There we go. He was about to fix him entirely until he wakes up.
I was only trying to help. Back up! Don't make me use force!
He's gonna be armed. Takes off him and gives him a banana.
You are the robot who
What
assisted me
a-
in my escape from Nefarious. What is your name? My name?
Oh, let's see. We get to introduce his
Yes,
name,
of
by
course.
the way.
Sigma 0426A. But you can call me Sigmund.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
this
junior
is Sigmund,
caretaker here
the
at the
junior
Great Clock.
caretaker of the
Forgive
Great
me,
Clock.
But what is the Great Clock? Oh dear, we're late. Come, we don't have a lot of time.
Oh, now we have to do. Now we all got to do is the tour of the Great Clock. All right, now
Where
it's
is
time.
everyone? Not really sure. Nefarious and his troops just picked up and left after that butler guy tossed you into the hall. Not a very pleasant lot, are they? No.
Butler guy. Oh, you mean?
May I ask what the
Don't
purpose
tell
of
me,
this
Lawrence,
facility is?
the various.
This place? Oh, this is the universe's greatest contingency plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Great Clock isn't just a clock by any means, but it's also a place where memories are kept and everything. And it's also a place of time and where everything, where the sense of the and it's also the sense of the universe of the Ratchet and Clank of the Ratchet and Clank of continuity universe. All right, so with that being done, let's go and launch off with the meteor pad. Well, that was a wild ride.
Oh, come on! Stupid hypersonic brainwave scrambler. People wonder.
Oh God. Those guys really are incredibly stupid. Those guys really are wanting to stop us from, continuing on with the game's plot. But, of course, with that being said, I've just found another gold bolt. And honestly, I'm going to say this right now, I do like Clank's, no offense to Ratchet's gold bolt collecting animation, but I kind of prefer Clank's, to be fairly honest, in this game. A lot, kind of much more, done. It's a shame that he doesn't get much gold bolt in comparison to Ratchet, though.
Access denied.
Well, it is gameplay
Senior
part
personnel
anyway.
only.
Open your optical drive. This is senior personnel. I'm with XJ0461.
Alright, so now we can
While
be
you
able
were
to,
unconscious, I took the liberty of installing a quantum actuator into your circuitry. It allows
we
you to
actually have,
create
of course,
multiple
this game's
cells.
equivalent of, we have Clank's puzzles.
How else would we get anything done around here? Just record your actions using the time pads and initiate them while the present you moves on.
Ladies
to
and
other
gentlemen,
things.
this is the time.
Time pads
Ladies
can
and
be a little
gentlemen,
tricky.
this is
Let
the
me show you
time
how they
pad puzzle system that is introduced in this game.
First,
But this is the
stand
only
on the
time we
time
get
pad.
to play them as Clank.
Then initiate temporal recording.
The temporal recording is where you record yourself, and then you
Now
do
I'll
one
just open the
action.
door
And whenever you actually,
and end
when you've done it,
temporal
you
recording.
end the temporal recording. Then you do it into another
Now,
time
when I
pad.
start recording on the second pad.
Another time pad, you'll be able to go and exit from the room.
Look, sir,
Where you
that's
first.
me. Now all I have to do is wait for
Your
me to
first
open
self
the
will
door
be
for
able to
myself.
open the door and be able to
Now
be
I
able
can
to
get through the
escape.
door.
So that's
Pretty
good.
Sweet, huh? Go ahead, sir. Give it a try.
Now with that being said, it's our turn.
Temporal recording initiated.
Right, with that being said, end
Now,
temporal recording.
Activate the other time pad and have your
Temporal
past self
recording
open the door for you.
initiated.
There we go.
Quite an ingenious security device. Did you design it?
Are you kidding? Orvus was the smart one.
Orvus, yeah, indeed is. We'll see him off in a bit.
Time pads will also let you record over your past selves. That way you can do everything they did and more. First, initiate recording and open
And
that
that's
chamber
one of
door.
the best things is that you can record over yourself as well. Let's have a look.
Then, while the chamber is open, end recording.
Alright, here we go. Then we
Next,
can do the
we'll
next
start
one.
recording on the second time pad.
Okay.
When your past self opens the chamber, step inside and open the door. Now,
And that's
end
that done.
recording.
Now
Okay,
this is where
here's
things
the
get a
tricky
little
part.
bit complicated.
Since the past self holding the door open is inside the chamber, You'll have to re-record over your other self in order to exit.
Let's. All right then.
Open the chamber to let your past self in. Then, when he opens the
And
exit,
then.
you're free to go.
Then that's that done.
Give it a try, sir.
All right then. So with that being said, let's do this, shall we? Let's do what Sigmund had done. And then once we've done that, we let my past self to open that chamber door, and then I approach the button
All
for
you
the
have to do now is re-record your first.
and then we record to opening the chamber door. Let's him open the switch to the actual door, and then we can escape.
Orvus
There
is
we
right.
go.
You're gonna do just fine. Race into the
Uh-oh, here we go again.
Oh, come on! I just fixed that.
Oh, that brainwave scrambler's gonna definitely pay for this. I wonder if Clank would do it Duke Nukem style. I would love to see that
Are you ready
happen.
Orvus?
I am ready.
Access granted. Welcome to Mnumeric Station Beta.
Ta-da!
Where is Orvus?
He's in your head, of course. Locked away on a secret partition in your memory banks. Dr. Nefarious spent over a year trying to hack in. I have to deactivate your neural safeguards and send you
That's where Orvus is. He's in Clank's memory banks, but he tried to hack into it, but he failed because of a certain security thing with the Zoni. Alright, so with that being said, let's go into the memory banks, shall we? The mnemonic station shall be used. And there he is.
Hello,
Orvus.
J0461, and welcome to your subconscious. I am Orvus, and I've been anticipating your return for quite some time.
Indeed.
I do not understand. Have I been here before?
Not really.
You didn't think
And he even does the laugh of Clank as well.
Did you? I created you. Oh, you must have a lot of questions. But first, I have a present for you.
Ooh. And we get ourselves the Chronic Scepter, which is, of course,
Off we go. We have lots to do if you're going to take over
the Chronic
my
Scepter
work.
can, of course, repair things, but could also be used as a melee weapon. And I just nearly fell off there, but I actually saved myself, though. All thanks to Clank's double heli jump.
But don't worry, I know all his old jokes. Lesson 1. I'm going
Now,
to
here we
teach
go.
you how to manipulate time. That
Ooh.
Chrono Scepter can be used to create time bombs. Try using them to
Time
get across
bombs.
to the other side.
So with that being said, let's get the...
J0461.
So, the time bombs can be used to slow down time and get through dangerous obstacles quite well.
For just a few moments. Quantum energy is quite unstable, so only one bomb may be thrown at a time.
Right, with that being done, with that being said, let's get through. So with that being, let's go through the cutters. Time bombs can well, you can throw one time bomb at a time, and it will reset the amount of time you'll be able to get across. All right, so now that's that done, we can fix
If you come
everything.
across a broken object, simply strike it with your Chrono Scepter. It should reverse back to the way it was. Go on.
There we
Give it a
go.
try. Good form, XJ0461. You're doing quite well. Now, on to lesson 2.
What is lesson 2? Temporal manipulation via faster-than-light particle acceleration?
Actually, I'm going to teach you how to hit
Oh,
things with
Clank,
a
you
pivot
silly bot, you silly robot. You're being a bit too silly, you know.
From time to time, various creatures find their way into the clock. A good caretaker protects the equipment at all costs.
Yes, but what does the equipment do?
All in good time, my son. Now, think of someone you wouldn't mind bonking on the head. Perhaps
Presumably a
buffoon
certain
who has made
superhero?
it difficult for you in the past.
I got one, Captain Qwark.
Wonderful. But you can do better than that.
Oh, what's worse than one
Oh,
Qwark?
my son.
3 Qwarks!
Do as the kids say and lay the smack down.
Alright, so with that being said, it's kind of like, it's kind of like in Ratchet Clank, kind of like Ratchet's gameplay, only except you can actually do this. Alright, woo! And it can be used in a group of enemies. Let's give this whole Fist the Slam thing a try. Smackdown!
Well done. You certainly cleaned their clocks. Did you?
Oh my goodness gracious me. Orvus kind of has a good laugh like what Clank does. Alright, so now we can get on with...
You've
so we got to the end now.
wonderfully, my son. I know you're going to take good care of this place.
But where will you be? This is your facility.
No,
Oh,
my
yeah.
dear boy, it's your facility. The great clock and everything in it. I now
Yes.
leave to you. Watch over it and protect it. Fulfill your destiny, XJ0461. Program terminated.
Well, with that being said, we're going back to reality now. So now we can go and...
Congratulations, sir. It's a pleasure to
We
have
can
you
now
aboard.
go and get the Chrono
What
Scepter.
happened to the real Orvus?
He said it's a secret. And a junior caretaker knows how to keep secrets. Yes, sir. Come on, we have an orientation room.
And with that being
Everything
said,
you
we
need
got
to
the
know about
actual
the
Chrono
clock.
Scepter, so we can
It's
fix
also
it.
great for
We tried
watching
it with, of
cartoons.
course, fixing something. And of course, we're going to end it right here. So we can go in. So we'll be going off to the second half of the Sector 2 of the Great Clock. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next part for when I'm going to take on the second half of Sector 2 of the Great Clock. And continue Ratchet's adventure by going off and finding this Alistair Azimuth. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in part 5 of the Ratchet & Clank A Crack in Time Let's Play.